My name is Darragh Gleeson. I'm a Consultancy Manager on the Buildings Operations team at IES. We're using data analytics technology to help our customers uncover hidden savings within their buildings. Modern buildings are increasingly complicated with lots of interconnected systems, and these systems generate huge amounts of performance data. However, many people working in the design of buildings have never even seen real data from those buildings. In some ways, it's like trying to hit a dartboard, but you're blindfolded. You don't have any feedback as to what worked and what didn't. By applying data analytics tools, we're taking that blindfold off. iSCAN was originally developed as part of a research project to allow us to compare real measured data to simulated energy data. It was effectively just a simple bridge between real-world measured data and the virtual environment. Since then, it's developed into a comprehensive tool with a seamless link to the virtual environment, allowing us to take back and forth real building data and simulation data and compare them side by side and achieve real savings in buildings. We can then use this accurate simulation model, which we call a digital twin, within our IES Live software for ongoing monitoring of the building and for considering deeper retrofits and greater energy savings. It's that link between real building data and the physics-based simulation that makes iSCAN really unique within the marketplace. One of the strengths of the process is the flexibility and where it can be applied. We can use it in isolation in individual buildings to try and uncover energy savings, or we use it as part of the construction life cycle throughout the handover process of the building to enhance the commissioning phase and to bridge that performance gap. For over a decade now, the building operations team have been working across a wide range of buildings, applying our expertise alongside customers such as design engineers, main contractors, and public sector institutions and universities. Increasingly, we're seeing that building rating schemes, they're waking up to the idea that analysing performance data is a critical part to get buildings performing how we need them to. So we're now seeing increased interest from our traditional VE customers who are being tasked with exploring building data. And we already have the tools here in terms of iSCAN and the experience that we've built up on the building operations team to help them in their journey. One of the projects where we applied the process was on the Riverside Museum in Glasgow. Within the first year, we saved over £50,000 in energy, which allowed the project to pay for itself within year one. We usually find that energy savings of around 10% are fairly typical, while on some projects we have achieved up to 50% in energy savings. One particularly significant outcome is that we found that the energy savings have a tendency to be quite sticky. They're retained over several years, so that for projects that may have paid for themselves in year one, the benefit is compounded over several years, freeing up increased budget for deeper retrofits as people are moving on their net zero carbon journey. In addition to reducing energy usage, we also help to diagnose typical building performance issues. In one project recently, we found that the occupants were being blamed for the underperformance in the building. It was suggested that they were leaving televisions on and leaving lights on, which was leading to the higher than expected energy consumption. By exploring the building data, we could prove conclusively that actually the problem was a result of the control system and that some simple control tweaks would result in large energy savings. This data-driven approach allows us to identify the real problem and implement the correct solution, avoiding unnecessary turmoil between occupants and stakeholders in the process. Our building operations software and consultancy services are just one part of a suite of offerings from IES. We're continually investing in the toolset to streamline the processes involved, leveraging the experience of the consultancy team to allow us to meet the needs of the marketplace. Thinking of it a bit like a Formula One car, the virtual environment is like your wind tunnel where you test your design before it goes into operation. iSCAN is essentially your telemetry system, taking back that real performance data, while IES Live allows you to take a strategic high-level overview, allowing important decisions to be made for the future of the building.